Okay, it's me again, unfortunately. My face back on the camera. While we're out, I want to get everything done. So, I'm going to be talking about the submarine and shark attack. Now, the submarine, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, it was a shark that marauded False Bay, which is not too far from here. It's a few hundred kilometers from here, close to Cape Town. And in the summer months, this huge shark in the early 80s and the late 70s used to come into False Bay, and it was well recognized by a number of fishermen, commercial fishermen and sports fishermen. And there's actually a band of fishermen that were trying to hunt and kill the shark, but nobody ever managed to bring it in. Now, my father was a monster shark fisherman, a big game fisherman, and when we encountered the submarine for the first time, my father became obsessed with hunting this great white shark, the submarine. Now, some people say there were two sharks. The one was spotty and the one was submarine, but they were the same shark. The only thing is that on the sub's back, just before the dorsal fin, there were 3 white blotches, and that's why they called it spotty. But the submarine was about 23 or 24 feet long. It was about 7 meters long. And there's a lot of people out there that say great white sharks don't get longer than 6 meters or don't get longer than 20 feet. They don't know what they're talking about. I've seen a 24-foot long great white shark, the submarine, and I've seen it on 3 occasions, and on one of those occasions, we almost lost our lives to it. So this series is all about the submarine, all the stories, the build-up. You know, when we moved to Cape Town, I was only 12 years old. When we first heard about the submarine, the people we spoke to that had encountered this animal, the first time my father encountered it, the first time we hooked it, the time we almost got killed on our 20-foot skiff, everything about the submarine. And at the end of the series, you decide whether this animal existed or not. But I know it did. Anyway, but you decide. I'm going to tell you everything about the submarine. This animal was a monster a giant amongst giants. I've seen monster great white sharks. I've seen 6-meter great white sharks. I've seen 5-meter, 5.5-meter great white sharks. And the submarine literally dwarfed all of these animals. Even a 6-meter giant great white shark is dwarfed by the submarine. So that is what this series is about. And then right after that, I'm going into shark attack. And I'm going to be telling you a number of things about shark attack. Which sharks are dangerous, why they are dangerous, which sharks are potentially dangerous, and why they're not really dangerous. I'm also going to be talking about, do sharks attack boats? For instance, people say the submarine used to attack boats. I'm going to tell you everything I know about shark attack, and I've actually investigated some shark attacks, which have taught me a lot about people and also about the sharks. There we've got seals going again. And yeah, and it fits in very nicely with the submarine, because the submarine literally almost sank our boat. So submarine and shark attack, you've got to listen to this series. It's going to blow you away, and it's legend, and it's fact, and it's fear, and it's imagination, and everything. There's so much to the story of the submarine. So hang in there, and thanks for watching the series.